What are you talking about right now? I'm doing your garbage 2-bucket method.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
I'm getting out of here. I'm not coming back. Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and in today's exciting video, we're detailing a subscriber's car in one day. Let's do it. So we're here in Helen, Georgia at the Obsessed Garage, where today we're tackling quite the project where we're detailing a subscriber's car in one day. Now, this is going to be a pretty full detail. I'm excited about this. This is also going to be a lot of work, and we're hoping that we're not in over our head. Now, as far as the current condition of the car, this is still a relatively new car, meaning that most of the paint's in good shape. With all that said, let's go check in with Matt, see how things are going, and then begin with the full detail process.
You just woke up, got your breakfast, got your coffee, you're ready to go? What's taking so long? I'm like halfway done.
None of the above. I haven't had anything. You've already started on the wheels, and we have a decent project for us. This is gonna be fun. Are you excited?
No, I hate doing this.
So right now we're gonna start knocking out the wheels, and then from here, we're gonna go into the decon wash. So you're gonna do touchless first, and then are we agitating decon soap? Is that what you wanna do?
Yeah.
I guess we can do the two.
Fill that up after. Just wait.
Why?
You're gonna kill all the suds by the time we get to it.
I'm not putting any soap in it.
Yeah, well, don't fill it up until you put the soap in.
No, I'm gonna go halfway, and then I'll put soap in it, and then it'll...
No, don't put anything in it, then put soap in it, and then fill it up.
What are you talking about right now?
Like, don't put any water in there until we're ready.
This right here,
Don't you watch any of my videos on the proper process?
We were agitating decon soap, right? Is what you're doing, right?
Correct.
That's exactly what you're planning on doing, right?
Right, but I wanted to put decon in an empty bucket.
An empty bucket.
This is
okay. This is your 2-bucket. I'm doing your garbage 2-bucket method, right?
right.
Your garbage 2-bucket method, right?
But we put the soap in after we foam the car.
What is in the second bucket? Some more soap?
Correct. But just wait. It's not the right time to do it.
You don't need to put more soap in the second bucket. That's ridiculous.
I don't care with you. I'm just messing with you. Grab the other foam cannon, put about 150 milliliters of decon soap in it. Just trust me. I'll get you to the promised land here. We're going to pre-wash the car with Caliper touchless at roughly 2% panel impact ratio. That's the dilution that we end up with on the surface. So we're going to spray the car down, pre-wash it. There's no need to add scratches if we can help it, right? So we want to use this process to get the car. I mean, the car's not dirty, but it did drive 50 miles up here. And so we're going to get it pre-washed, and then we'll go into the decon process. So I have about 180 milliliters of Caliper touchless, and then whatever it was, that 820 of water. So we'll let this dwell for about 5 minutes, and because this car is coated and the coating's still active, it'll take 90% of it. 95% of it will be clean.
All right, what's next? Rinse?
Rinse.
Rinse, and then your decon soap.
Yep.
Are you subscribed to the Rag Company YouTube channel? Because if you're not, you should be. 90% of the people who are subscribed to this channel have cleaner cars. You do the math. I didn't.
All right, it's been about 5 minutes. So now when I wash a pre-rinse, I wash bottom up.
Yeah,
the concept being, when you're washing bottom up, I want to wash the soap off the car with the pressure. And so I don't know. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Whatever makes you feel good.
It does matter, Anthony. Everything matters.
So this doesn't make any sense to do, but I wanted Matt to try this. So we have the Rag Company Mid on a Stick edition, and this is a pretty cool product. You'll love this for the Bronco, you'll love this for the Raptor, you'll love this for a lot of different things. And so we teamed up with Mid on a Stick to make this.
Oh, this is like a real company, Mid on a Stick?
Mid on a Stick is technically its own company, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But so that slides into there like that, right? And you're gonna go ahead and button that top down there. Then you're gonna wrap that around the top there. And you can wash this after every use. The buttons don't get in the way. And then there's also little notches to where you can actually put like a towel into the thing, so you can use it as like a drying stick as well if you wanted to. But once, so once that button's there, and then what you can do, you can adjust your swivel by this turn right here. So meaning that if I want this to swivel, I can. If I want to lock it, I just turn it and it locks in place, right? So we'll have it to where it's just kind of loose, right? So from here, we'll take our first section. This is just a simple clamp design. So
Is this aluminum internal so it won't rust?
Yeah. It's all aluminum, so that goes inside there like that. find your angle. That twists on there just like that.
Nice. And it's padded so you don't smack any surfaces or anything. I like that I can break it down and put
you
it
can
in the
just use
cabinet.
it. You can just use a part of the handle if you want to. You know what I mean? If you're just looking to reach further. So we're trying the full extendo version on the smallest car, but I mean.
And then the key to using any kind of mitt is don't use pressure.
Yeah, nope, you don't need any pressure. But look how it contours.
All right. It's pretty good. I like it unlocked. It's a little heavy though, Anthony.
Okay, well, you know what can you do? I wanted you to try it. Cool. I think that's Matt approved, but I don't know. He smiled twice. I don't really know what to take from that, but I assume he likes it, so. I assume it's good, yeah.
Everything's done. Just spray vertically, you know, because the walls aren't like when you see them.
Okay, I thought you were about to tell me how to rinse a vehicle off, and I was like, Matt, get out of here.
The walls are not treated as anything special, so.
We are going to finish with our wash. Matt's going to be laying down some drying aid on it, and then we're going to be taking the wheels off, and we're going to be doing a wheel coating because the wheels are not coated. And fortunately, we do have some ADS wheel coating that we can throw down on it, which is pretty cool.
Next step in the detailing process for us today is to coat the wheels. So these are non-treated, non-coated. Once you get the wheel off the car, this process is pretty simple. Now I need to use some isopropyl alcohol solution to clean it up. So I'm going to use Caliper eraser, but you can use whatever.
You can use
IPA.
they have their prep that you can use, which their prep is really good, but I mean, really, you could use anything.
It's a pretty simple product. Like you could go to Walgreens, buy some 97% IPA and dilute it. I'd dilute it at 50-50, but I'm going to soak it down quite a bit. And I might have to do this twice. Trying not to hit my TV. But most wheels, like these, have a satin paint, and so there's no polishing this. No. And so you have one shot to make them nice. But even still, I mean, he has 3,500 miles in the car, and these have regular steel brakes. And I'm able to kind of clean it up and still coat it, and even after the car is a little older. Now, if this had 25,000 miles on it, it might not be as beneficial.
When coating calipers, right, or cleaning calipers, ideally, wheels off is the best way to do it. But Matt already hit it with a wheel cleaner. Matt already pressure washed the crap out of them. So basically anything past this halfway point is where you're gonna have most of your buildup here, and you can coat as much as you want, or as little as you want, but it's just nice to have a bucket of water, a little bit of soap in it, APC, just to clean and prep everything. But when it comes to like a caliper, you don't need a clay calipers, you don't need to do anything. Your biggest thing is gonna be fallout, right? Or iron fallout. So really it's just a matter of just agitating everything. Go on the inside, outside here. Now the problem is I don't know how much coating we have of that.
We'll use 1/10 of one bottle.
No, we won't though. No, you won't. If you're doing barrels and faces, you're gonna use more than that.
No.
Trust me, yes.
I can get 2.5 sets of wheels and calipers out of one bottle.
2.5 sets of wheels?
2.5 sets of wheels out of a bottle.
Doubt it.
I do it all the time.
Doubt it.
More is not better. More doesn't get you a thicker layer.
Yeah,
You
but
get
no, but
one
I would say
layer,
you're not
that's it.
using enough. I don't think you're using enough. We recommend for one bottle of that, we recommend to do like a full set of wheels and possibly a set of calipers.
Well, your recommendation's wrong.
That's from Armor Detail Supply.
Well, their recommendation's wrong.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm not coming back.
So I just got a simple suede applicator, put a little product on, and then the key to coating wheels or anything is to stay organized. Now, this is a little bit easier because it's black. It's easy to tell where I've been, but you just want to make sure that you remember where you've been so you can go and wipe it off and make sure you don't miss any spots. I'm gonna do a single coat. This is a single coat coating. You can do two, but I'm gonna do a single just in interest of time. And so I wanna make sure I do a good job and don't miss any areas. So I wanna stay organized here. And then this product actually has a pretty decent working time, so I can do the entire rear of the wheel here in one straight set, if you wanna call it that. Take my towel. So I'm not trying to wipe the product off, I'm just trying to wipe it flat. As soon as the product hits the painted surface, it's gonna bond. So you couldn't wipe it off if you tried, but we want to make sure we don't want to end up with any high spots. So we're really just leveling the product. So see, I mean, that's perfect coverage. I revisited the bottle like twice. It's gonna last forever. You don't need to goop it on there. If I put any more on there, it just gets harder to get off. The high temp, high solids capability means that, you know, because these calipers on the track will probably get to 1200 degrees maybe. The only disadvantage to coating like this, it is a little grabbier, like when you go to wipe it flat here. So there's a little initial grabbiness, but I love how they designed it to where it's still very slick. You know, so it still has a slickness element to it that's nice. So it's for your storefront brands on.
So it's my time to shine. We have a relatively clean wheel. I grab our surface prep here. What I'll typically do is I'll knock out my barrels first, and then I focus on the face, and I will typically prep the entire wheel first, coat the barrel, coat the face, and usually the reason for that is just basically to kind of know where I've been and then reduce the amount of overspray and re-prepping an area, right? I wouldn't want to coat the barrel here, re-prep the front, and then have more surface prep on a freshly coated barrel. So a couple sprays in my towel, spray here into the barrel, and then go up, back of the spokes. What's nice here is that these wheels have enough paint on the back of the spokes to where it actually feels very smooth. Without getting the TV here, whatever it is, kind of angled downward. Knock that out and we are good to go. So at this point, I will position this to where my starting point here will actually be where the wheel weights are, and I'll start there and then work my way around. Now, this area right here, I'll usually do that secondary, and the reason why I'll do that secondary is because if for any reason I have any coating overlap that goes past the backside of the spokes and goes on the front, that's the next thing I'm touching, so I'm not letting any high spots set up or anything like that. So we'll grab our ADS wheel, and I'm gonna use a block here for this, just for the barrel portion, but I'm gonna start here where my wheel weights are, and I'm going to begin applying this. I'm gonna get this outside area here. We're pretty much gonna do the full ring around. And then what I'll do is, again, I'll treat my back of my spokes as a different application. I'm just gonna get this through here, and then I'll start rotating it down and then just kind of follow where I've been. Now, we have done a full video on this, and it's on the Ride Company YouTube channel, which is great. And it's also me using this product on a set of my wheels that were brand new. And so you can follow that if you want like a full breakdown of how to do the full application process. This is just kind of like a quick overview. What I'll typically do here is, again, I'll leave that back of the spoke for last, and I'll also leave this back lip for last as well. We have now gotten full coverage here. Just my cloth, a little bit here on the towel, do my ring around the back, and that will be it for the application of this barrel. So now we'll give it just a little bit. We'll knock it down. I'm using an Edgeless 365, that's what Matt had in the cabinet, and then we'll follow up with like a Creature Edgeless. With it being a kind of matte satin black wheel, I'm just looking for a little bit of separation in the wet spots, and once I start kind of seeing that, and start kind of seeing it shrink to smaller and smaller areas, that's when I know it's time to remove. So then I'll take my towel, come back through, and start removing the coating, and you'll have just a little bit of friction, and then it breaks, and then that's when you know you're good to go. Basically, if it's too sticky, then you have either waited too long or you've done it too soon. If it's right where that basically that friction's breaking in that first wipe, then you're solid. Gosh, I'm so glad I only have to do one wheel too. Makes my life really easy. I'm gonna grab backside of our other applicator, touch that up again, then I'll kind of fold this into fourths, and then I will start applying to the back of my spoke. So I'll start here. I'm seeing that I have my wheel weights on the bottom. I'll start there at this top spoke, start working my way around. And again, because you're doing the backside of the spoke last here for the backside of the wheel, anything that you get as far as coating that transfers to the front face of the wheel or one of the side spokes, you'll be retouching that area anyways, so you'll knock down any high spots potentially that would have been there. So this is kind of the way to do it. Wheel face here. For this, I'm not even gonna spin the wheel. I'm just going to basically start here at my valve stem and work my way around. But one cool thing I'll usually do is just knock out the center section here, just to know that I've done it, right? Because what happens is sometimes I'll forget about the lug holes and I just pass it up. So we'll take this, apply the coating into here, do this will be done, and then everything else will be outside spokes. So we just finished up with this wheel, so this is done. It's all coated, it looks fantastic. I think I did a better job than Matt, obviously, like everything else I do. Oh, he's right behind me. How long has he been there for? So now I'm gonna go over to that rear caliper. It's already been cleaned and prepped. So generally speaking, when it comes to obviously coating any caliper, you wanna clean it the best way possible. So APCs, iron removers, whatever you can do just to get this thing squeaky clean. So we'll take one of our applicators here, put a little bit more coating on it. You can just start wherever you want. You can go top to bottom, left to right, whatever works for you. What I'll typically do is just go right over the face, kind of create a little drip line, and then kind of pull from that to spread it around. But I find that the best spots to really hit are kind of that forefront of the caliper right there, wrapping around to there, hit that midsection, and then bottom, same thing. Just any large surface area you just want to go over and make sure you have good coverage. But you'll know you've done a good job because we're using a white little applicator here, and I'm not seeing any major amount of dirt being picked up from the solvent and the coating, so that's cool. So we'll just go back through the backside here, clean up that, flip it around, tuck it into that area, go through, and that is very well coated. And we'll grab our towel and then knock it down. Coating's been setting up here for a minute or two, so we'll take our creature edgeless here, and we'll use the short pile side to really knock everything down. And then after we do that, we'll be able to flip it and then go to the longer pile side here and kind of get into all the cracks and crevices. So that is gonna be a wrap for our day-long subscriber detail, which actually only turned like half a day, but we actually still took most of the day.
This is why we bring OG subscribers and not Rag Company subscribers, because they bring me clean cars.
Cars that don't need to be detailed.
Just have to take to the next level.
Gotcha.
It's about going to that next stage of perfection.
As always, if you guys like the video, please make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more, and stay tuned for more fun right here at the Rag Company. Thanks for watching.